um, today I will have another lady, beautiful lady, Dominika, to be our guest. And before we start the interview, I would like to introduce something about her. Dominika is an energetic and passionate entrepreneur. She was a corporate employee before she left the corporate job, and she decided to take quantum leap to establish her branding business. And she was originate from Poland, and she has lived in Italy, and now she's in Australia. And she is also the founder of the branding company called Doa Loa Design. So welcome, Dominika.
My goodness, what an introduction. Thank you so much, Natalie. I am very glad to be here with you, and it's a challenge for me also to go through the interview with you. So it's quite exciting. Thank you so much for the long interview. I am in an awe.
Yeah, thank you so much. And because we connected in we don't know each other, but we have so much connection when we talk about things like the mindset. And when I learned about your story, it really inspired me, because you were once a corporate employee, but you decided to leave because you see there's something much bigger inside you want to do. And I really want to let other women know your story, which will inspire them to think about what they should do in their life. It's a very inspiring story. So
sorry to interrupt you. To be honest with you, I don't think I've made like a conscious decision when I was still working, because, I was in my comfort zone. I was in a comfortable position. I think it was my circumstances that pushed me into that. I'll expand on that a little bit later.
Right. So I think it might be because of the situation, and that situation make you decide something that bring you to another level. So we'll talk about that. Yeah. And so we started with Doa Loa. It's a very beautiful name. And
actually, there is a funny story behind the name, because like Doa Loa sounds like maybe Hawaiian name, or I connected with holidays or something really cute and sweet. But it's actually something that I came up with in the struggle of my name and my surname, because I have a Slavic name and Slavic surname with million consonants. And whenever I lived abroad, I always struggled, and I always thought that it would be wonderful to have a short name, because then I can just save my time. And I think it was during the phase in my life when I was really obsessed on timing and what do I spend my time on, what do I do? And I was almost like calculating my time to the minute. I think it was the moment when I actually had to come up with my name. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to have my own name, because that means that every single time I need to spell it to somebody, I'll be just wasting so much of my life on just spelling that out to people. So I just sat down, I wrote my name, and I was like, okay, what can I come up with that is short, has like the maximum of 6 letters, that will be easy to spell and easy to remember. So I just started doodling on the piece of paper, and Doa Loa came up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the name. That's it. I'm just going for it.
Wow, that's really great. Yeah. So, sometimes it's just the inspiring thought that you just get an idea. It's a very creative name. When I look at it, Doa Loa, it must have some meaning of it.
It's just basically my short name and my surname combined together. But yeah, I like the sound of it as well. I was like, probably after having written 10 of them, I was like, wow, this is a nice one. And it almost rhymes, and it's easy to remember. That's the one that I'm going for.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's very easy to remember, especially when you talk about branding. Is to let people to remember the brand. So you have set an example how to brand your company. Yes. Talking about the company. So what is the company about? We know it's a branding company, but what's it all about?
Yeah, Doa Loa Design is a brand identity and web design business, working with female entrepreneurs, empowering them to plunge into the business world and create the their dream businesses, with aligned brand identity that helps them express themselves, their authentic voice, attract the right clients, their target audience, and also scale their businesses as well.
Right. Okay. So what really drives you to get into this business?
That's a nice question. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, it was what drove me into this business is really my circumstances. When I came to Australia, I was faced with many challenges, and when you are pushed out of your comfort zone, and what normally happens is that you start to look for the answers inside instead of outside. That kind of forces you into a little bit like on a journey with yourself, asking questions of what you like, who would you like to be, what you would like your life to look like. And probably the life that I had was like nothing that I've imagined back then when I started. And that really pushed me into thinking, okay, what do I want? Because I've already had a calling like that in my early 20s, but there are always excuses, and you kind of know that you will do it at some point in your life. For instance, I've always thought that I will have a business when I'm 30. It seems silly, but in the mindset that I grew up, or the mindset that I grew up with, I always thought that when you are 30, you are responsible, you are mature, and you probably know everything almost. So it would be so easy to start a business when you know everything. But then when I started getting into the business world, I was like, okay, no, that's not how it works. I just can't wait. The sooner I start, the better. So I just completely abandoned my whole mindset of waiting till I am 30, responsible and mature, and just started. So yeah, definitely finding yourself in outside of your comfort zone is a good push for you if you don't have the let's say, probably I would say guts, because you really have to have guts to just leave a very warm, stable position at work, just venture into something that is an unknown, and you don't know what the results are going to be like. So yeah, definitely my circumstances helped me, but I've always had like an inner calling of, okay, I know that at some point I want to be working for myself. And I think I like to take the ownership of what I do. And I'm quite self-driven. So I think all that combined helped me make the step.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go on, go.
No, I just wanted to say that probably if somebody can like identify with what I'm saying, the person will know what I mean, because I think just some people have the calling and they have that intuition, while others, it's not their path, and they probably don't even have the willingness to do it.
Yeah, very true. I really resonate what you've said, because I was a corporate employee before, and I worked in a corporation for 18 years. I can't believe it when I told my colleagues, I said, I've been here for 18 years. Wow, you're so old, But the point is, I was felt too comfortable in that environment. But at the same time, I felt so uncomfortable, because there's something inside me which I couldn't achieve. So that's when you talk about, well, your experience, it really hit me, because I really resonate what you said. And some people might not take the path like you and me, but some people might be thinking about it, but they still don't know because of the uncertainty in front of them. they couldn't make a choice. But sometimes it's the situation, but sometimes you need that courage, your follow your gut feeling and then move
Definitely. And I
forward.
think the gut feeling is something that never leaves you. It's like you can postpone it, yeah, you can like put it away, you can put it away, but it will be coming back regularly, you know, into your head. So it's something that you can't escape from. I think sooner or later you'll have to try, because otherwise it won't leave you alone in peace.
Yeah, yeah, very true. It's always luring, nudging you, in
Yeah.
way, make you move. Yes, very true. So so it's all about branding the business. So I want to know, why do we need branding?